From the campus of Pacifica High School in Oxnard, California, Time Warner Cable Sports and the Ventura County Basketball Coaches Association present the 2013 Ventura County Boys All-Star Basketball Game. It's the East against the West. Hello, everybody. I'm Randy Rosemond. This is Danny Page. We are very excited. The top 20 players, the senior performers who were so outstanding in Ventura County this season on the same floor tonight. Danny, this ought to be a show.
Yeah, we see stars year in and year out in Ventura County, but this year with so many teams making runs in the regional championships, making runs in the Southern Section playoffs, I think there's a broader range of star basketball players tonight than maybe we've ever seen in this game.
You're going to like this basketball game. It's going to be up-tempo. The 31st East-West game in the Ventura County All-Star Contest. It should be fun. It's next on TWC. So there's the entire Eastern squad, and this is a gifted group.
Knows how to fill it up from Oxnard. Greg Meyer from Channel Islands, and then Patrick Kenny from St. Bonaventure. A trio of Spartans in this contest. They finished second to Camarillo in the Pacific View League race.
Dakota Pierce on the baseline. Blackard. Tipped away and out of bounds.
Look at this matchup. These great rivals from high school, and Tyler blows right by.
And a terrific steal by Pierce with 2 seconds. JD with the slam, and the goal counts. A lot of entertainment in the opening quarter. It's 33-30 for the West. Good fan base here in Ventura County. They love this All-Star game, and the Coaches Association gets the players together. Here's a lob, and Dixon missed the dunk, but he says, you know what, I'll just lay it in the next time.
Still
Reggie
counts
Dixon.
as 2 points, Randy, no matter how you get it.
Yeah, but the fans like the dunk. Dakota Pierce inside. Nice spin move by Dakota.
So Craig Griffin has shuffled his lineup. He's stayed with a couple of the hot hands. He's left Dakota Pierce on the floor, as well as Slacker.
Lazoya drops it off, and J.D. Schlacker with the return.
He's having the time of his life out there.
He is. He's having a ball, and you love to see a player when they're like that. Dixon on the turnaround. Boy, Reggie hustles. Woo. And scores. Reggie Dixon knifing inside. The West by 3. Fanjoy too strong. Dixon appears to be a very good rebounder.
Yeah, he is a strong rebounder and showing the desire as well. This duo of Dixon and Davis on the floor at the same time can be so dangerous, especially with Scott Woods on the bench.
And another beautiful jump shot. DeAndre Jones, he's played well for the West. They don't get back defensively, and they're burned on the layup by Dakota Pierce. Here comes Dixon in the West. Tatnall had his pocket picked beautifully by Dakota Pierce. And Lazoya hits.
Wow.
He's got a beautiful three-point jump shot, doesn't he?
You look at the way Lazoya with the quick dribble.
Here comes the East. And Dakota Pierce for the tie. We have a brand new ball game. We're even at 50 apiece. How about the shot by Dakota Pierce?
Booyah, 50-50 with 4:55 to go in this second quarter. This has been a ridiculous performance across the board, and I think it's a nice moment for these young men to play. It's basically their first college game because they're playing against all guys that are playing at the Division I, II, or III or community college level. There are some talented ball players out here, Randy.
Yeah, they are stepping up and performing well. Tonight's All-Star Affair from Ventura County is brought to you by Time Warner Cable. 61-60 for the East. Collect your breath, Danny Page. You got a lot of work to do here in the second half.
Yeah, so Scott Woods will come out and start this second half. Great to see him team with Max McCoy. It'll be he, Lazoya, Fanjoy, and Dakota Pierce. So a couple of Royal Highlanders, a couple of Thousand Oaks Lancers, and the lone Westlake Warrior, Grant Lazoya.
Yeah, both coaches electing to go with their original starting fives.
His own cheering section over there.
Woods, another block, and again, he's the greatest ever in Ventura County in that regard. And Dakota Pierce slides in for a layup. A beautiful feed from Grant Lazoya. Reggie Dixon had his pocket picked by Pierce. And Moman nearly got it back. And Woods is hammered by Eric Davis for Scott Woods. Suddenly the West cooling off and the East starting to pull away. And Lazoya, you know what he can do. 3 more for Grant Lazoya.
Look at Slackert's reaction on the bottom of your screen. Here they go. Oh, man.
I love continue to argue on the air.
Somebody in the truck, give me some love. Rock the bells, LL Cool J.
We work together every week, don't we? Here's a jump shot from out in front that will not fall for Eric Davis.
Each
Here
week
comes
it's tougher than the
Pierce.
next.
No, it's not. Dakota Pierce with a lovely move.
That was a nice move, you know, and the two TO kids, Pierce and Fanjoy, have been sort of the quiet leaders for this. He's been the 2 young men from Santa Clara, Armin Momum and DeAndre Jones. It's just been a whole lot of fun watching these two light it up, and they did so from the opening tip.
Well, Danny Page, if you didn't hear earlier, has gone out on record saying the East would win this game. And jumper. The final 10 minutes will decide this All-Star Classic.
Been phenomenal with Scott Woods, 6'9", flying through the air. One more time.
Lee's shot, saved by Dakota Pierce, and it keeps the possession alive. Nice job by Dakota. Here's Lazoya. He hits again. That's a 2-point shot.
Low, collecting rebounds and then scoring on the other end.
That would have been a dagger had Crocker been able to make it. Cirillo, Crocker with the block. Daniel Crocker with a spectacular rejection, but there's a foul.
Crocker misses a 3 and comes all the way from one corner of the floor to another. Great play from Crocker.
The 4th foul on Kenny, and just under 3 minutes to play in regulation.
Yeah, these players aren't used to playing a game this long. It'll be interesting to see how they finish it out.
Cirillo with the basket. Beautiful inbounds play.
Vic, a real ambassador for sports in Ventura County. He's been the public address announcer for St. Bonaventure football for, I want to say, the last 40 years.
Long time.
And the PA announcer for Ventura College sports as well.
You know, Don McLean's probably the biggest name ever to come out of this game, out of Simi Valley High School. Played great in the NBA for many years. Currently a commentator, but the way these guys have put it up, maybe down the road we'll have a pro player out of this batch as well. They've put on quite a show for you on Tom Warner Cable.
I tell you what, Don McLean does college basketball these days, a Simi Valley grad, but he would be impressed with the play of these young men. I don't think there's any doubt about that. James.
And now the East needs a defensive stop, and they have not had a lot of those tonight. They trap the ball and they force a turnover. Lee all the way. Free basketball for everyone on Time Warner Cable. Put 4 more minutes up on the board. We're even at 119. You didn't want it to end. This is too much fun.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah, Monseg with a beautiful block there. Here's Lazoya. And he missed it. Well, that one hurts. Pierce got it back. And JD draws the foul. I say Craig Griffin does not seem the worse for wear in that huddle. He's still smiling. In fact, his entire coaching staff is doing that.
He looks like he's having a great time. They're enjoying this.
Great defense by the East. We're going to a second OT. That's wonderful defense by the East. Tyler was bottled up.
Yeah, Tyler needed to give the ball off to Crocker there, though. I mean, you just wrote off your head coach and didn't give the ball to your league rival from Oxnard.
Oh, it's getting better by the moment at Pacifica High School. We'll step out again. Tied at 119. We're going to a second OT right after this. There with the 3 ball. Dakota Pierce looking to tie it. And a foul inside. Jones lost, and here comes Lazoya with Dakota Pierce. And Lazoya finishes with the finger roll. It's a 3-point lead. Lazoya with a wonderful finish in the open court. You remember George Gervin, the Iceman? He used to do that all the time.
Mix the baby food. I don't remember George Gervin on the actual floor, Randy, but I of course know who you're talking about, the Iceman.
Everybody knows George Gervin. That will be your final score, 133 to 129. Well, Danny, I know you had a good time. You loved this All-Star affair. Well, again, want to thank the Ventura County Basketball Coaches Association for a wonderful event. And this one is won by the East in startling fashion, really, in double overtime, 133 to 129.
Yeah, I mean, and really you feel kind of like both teams come out winners tonight. You know, what a performance from this West team as well. And the boys on the East end up prevailing in this marathon game, 46 minutes.
Grant 133-129. The East outlasts the West in double overtime. So long from Oxnard.